YouTube. Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis player on YouTube. Exclusively on there. Minnesota, they win the season series against the Warriors 3-1. They don't meet each other again to next season, it looks like. Other than that, a good show for both teams. 127-117. The Wolves go to 41-26, 19-14 on the road. The Warriors go to 32-34, 19-15 at home. Minnesota won the first quarter 31-28. They won the second quarter 38-20. He thought that it'd be a rout in this game, but the Warriors fought back at home. 39-31 and 30-27 in the fourth to be able to only lose by 10. Julius Randle, he played a good game. That was about it. It was good. 10 points, 27 minutes, 10 points, 5 of 11 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. Still hasn't really had that three-point shot falling a lot. He did have 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, and the steal. He did have 1 personal foul, was a +9 and +-. He scored in some good spots and areas throughout this game. We still need more from him. Obviously, he's capable of being a better player than he has shown the last couple weeks. But he did what he could in this one. Jaden McDaniels hit a nice 3, got a nice dunk when it mattered. When the Warriors was trying to make that run, he was making some big shots, and that's what he's out there to do, besides get the defensive stops or make it hard on the defensive end for a team like the Warriors. He went 6-9 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, a steal in the block. He did almost foul out. He is important to what they are and what they do, so you're just happy that he didn't, but he got to play better defensively without getting too much foul trouble. He was a +7 and +-. Rudy Gobert, one of his better scoring games, 36 minutes, 18 points. He scored all his baskets at the rim and also went 8 of 10 from the free throw line. So you're happy about that if you're a Timberwolves fan, because you don't see him shoot that well all the time from the free throw line. And he did have 2 turnovers, but he had 9 boards, and he had the most for the team. 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +8 and +-. Dante DiVincenzo, 28 minutes, 7 points. That ended up being the lowest among the starters, and he was the only starter to not score in double figures. He did go 3 of 9 from the field, so he didn't shoot all threes in this one, but he did go 1 of 6 from 3, and that's a shot he took the most. He had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, and a steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a +11 and +-. I mean, you look at this and you say, they took him away from in this game. We took him out the game, gave us a better chance because of that, and it's just about what you have to know coming into the game and what he's trying to do and what he's trying to accomplish, And they did a good job. You got to give the credit to the Warriors on that one. And Anthony Edwards, because they had the best player in the game, it ended up being enough to help him win the game. He had 42, the mid-range, the drives, the free throws, the threes, big plays at big moments. That's what they do. 13 of 22 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, 12 of 12 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, which was big for them, especially against a team like the Warriors. He had 5 assists. They ended up being the most in the starting lineup, and he's going to draw the most attention. It just, can his teammates make a play or make a shot? 2 turnovers are still in the block, 2 personal fouls, and a +10 and +-. Kyle Anderson, 15 minutes, 0 of 2 from the field. He had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers in the block, 2 personal fouls, and a -5 and +-. He did everything else besides get a steal and make a shot. Still a good night because he did other winning things for you. Naz Reid made some key baskets and really did a good job of scoring in this one. 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He did make some good passes too without turning the ball over, whether he was passing or scoring. That's great. 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a +5 and +-. Ayo Dosunmu, 31 minutes, that ended up being the most off the bench. 12 points for him. He was tied with Naz Reid for the most. And it's good to see their bench start to step up and be better, and they're going to need that to happen if they're going to make another run to the conference finals or better. 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 8 rebounds. They ended up being the most on the team. 7 assists. They ended up being the most on the team. 2 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a +5 in plus minus. And then Bones Highland, 11 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 5 from three from him. And he can get hot from three. He's also a decent passer. He's also a guy that can drive. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnovers, 1 offensive boards, and no personal fouls, which ended up being a good game. I feel like these guys can have games like this more often, and that's all you really want to see from them. And like I said, we know Kyle Anderson can score, but it's the other things that he can do that can help you win too that you have to like. And I already went over that in this game and in this analysis. Guy Santos, 35 minutes, 17 points, 6 of 15 from the field, 3 of 10 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. 8 assists ended up being the most on the team, and he's not even their best passer. And that's what he had to be tonight to give them a chance. He did a good job scoring near the basket. He took more threes than you probably would like since he's not the greatest at it. But, that's the type of shots that they gave him. And he said, I got to at least try to make them. Can't be too mad at him since they was open. 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and a -3 and plus minus. Al Horford sadly only played 5 minutes, and then he had 3 points. He made a 3 and missed 2. He had 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and was a -3 and plus minus. Kristaps Porzingis, 22 minutes, 20 points, 7 of 16 from the field, 2 of 5 from three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Porzingis was able to score at the basket, space the floor, hit some threes, and use that height to his advantage sometimes throughout the game too. And that's what he tries to do anytime he's healthy. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, and a block. So he did try to contribute as much as he could on the defensive end. He's been known as a better defender in the league when he's healthy. 2 offensive boards, 3 personal fouls, and a -8 and plus minus. DeAnthony Melton, 24 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 offensive board, 1 personal foul, and a 0 and plus minus. Didn't really have a problem with what he was doing. He had good shot selection, just didn't get the results that he wanted. And he is a good defender, so that's what he's out there for too. So just a good game because he was able to hold his own. And then Brandon Podziemski, he has the ability to be the best scorer on this particular team any given night. So he had 25 and he was able to do it tonight. Went 8 of 17 from the field, 5 of 10 from three. Good driver, solid shooter, and he's good enough to be able to make his free throws too. He had 10 boards. Somebody had to do it, and he was the best one doing it tonight for them. But he did only have 2 assists because he was looking to score more than pass. 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a -6 and plus minus. Leon's had a nice dunk after a steal. Other than that, he finished 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, but he did also go 2 of 2 from the free throw line for 6 points. He had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a +7 and plus minus. Quentin Post, 11 minutes, 7 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He's out there to use his size and his touch. That worked for him tonight, but he only had 3 boards. He got an assist and a turnover. No personal fouls. It was a -7 and plus minus. Seth Curry, 7 minutes, 0 of 2 from the field, 1 rebound, 1 assist. No turnovers, no personal fouls, and a -5 and plus minus. 19 minutes from Gary Payton II. 12 points. He went 4 of 8 from the field. He only takes good shots, and that's the thing you have to like about him, especially because he usually makes them too. But he also went and made all of his free throws and went 4 of 4 there. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnover, 2 steals. They ended up being the most off the bench. 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a -5 and plus minus. LJ Cryer, 19 minutes, 8 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 4 from three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Good looks from him. Didn't do a good job of making them besides from the free throw line. That's how his night went. Besides getting 2 rebounds, no turnovers, and a personal foul was a -3 and plus minus. Pat Spencer, 19 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. And then he had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 turnovers in the steal. 2 personal fouls and a -18 and plus minus. And then Will Richard, 29 minutes. That was the most off the bench, but he didn't score. He went 0 of 3 from the 3-point line. That was his only field goals, but he did get the most rebounds off the bench with 5. He had 1 turnover and a steal, 3 personal fouls. It was a +1 and plus minus. The Timberwolves shot 56%. That's bad news for the Warriors if that happens. especially because they only shot 40% from the field, and then 31% from three for the Warriors, but they allowed the Timberwolves to shoot 40. And then the Warriors did go 24-25 from the free throw line, 96%. That's really good, especially in a close game, which it was throughout some of this game, especially even in the fourth quarter. But the Timberwolves shot 23-26, 88%. 38 rebounds for the Warriors, 45 for the Timberwolves. 23 assists for the Warriors, 25 for the Timberwolves. 8 turnovers for the Warriors, 16 for the Timberwolves. 8 steals for the Warriors, 6 for the Timberwolves. 1 block for the Warriors, 5 for the Timberwolves. 14 offensive rebounds for the Golden State Warriors, 11 for the Timberwolves. 24 defensive rebounds for the Warriors, 34 for the Timberwolves. 20 personal fouls for the Warriors, 19 from the Timberwolves. And at the end of the day, the Timberwolves did a good job of staying ahead and making the big shots on both ends of the court, even defensively is what I mean. And since they played defense and got the stops when it mattered and was able to make the shots, even when the shot clock was low, even when it was a tough shot, that just a bad night for the Warriors, man. They had it right there. They kept coming. They kept fighting. It just wasn't enough to slow down the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. They stepped up when it mattered most. Can you hit those threes? Can you get to the basket? Can you get that steal? Can you get that block? Can you get that board? And Timberwolves did all of those things, and the Warriors fell a little short in those situations, and that's how they ended up coming up short and getting the loss. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And see y'all later today with more analysis.